What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, for a movie in Avengers Doomsday that's still well over a year away, we've all noticed that Marvel Studios has done a great job already of keeping it at the forefront of conversation. Basically, every other month, we're getting another huge detail, and yes, one huge casting announcement and a couple of first looks at Dr. Doom at merchandising conventions have gone a long way, but now we're getting an industry insider update about exactly what to expect for the marketing as we head into 2026 for Avengers Doomsday, what Marvel has decided to borrow from their marketing with Avengers Endgame, and what it actually means for not getting a first trailer for quite some time. We're breaking it all down, this latest update, where it came from, and what they're saying about Marvel Studios' MO for marketing Avengers Doomsday over the next 16 months. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel. Thanks to everyone who's been subbing lately. If you haven't already, I just kindly invite you to do so. It's the #1 thing you can do to support us at the channel. Plus, leaving a comment will enter you for all the giveaways if you want. Stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Alright, so this latest update comes to us from the source Cryptic HD Quality. You guys can follow him over on Twitter at Cryptic4KQual, and although we haven't covered him recently at the channel, he's been in the scene for the last 3 or 4 years and has a rather proven track record, in some cases calling trailer drop dates and even posting trailers before they actually came out. No idea how he was able to do that. That being said, take it as you will, but we give this guy a lot more reverence than your anonymous Twitter scoops or some of these sources that have come onto the scene rather recently. This is what he's saying about Marvel Studios and them marketing Avengers Doomsday. Quote, apparently they want to market Doomsday like they did for Avengers Endgame. Little, but huge. Dropping small teases here and there till we're about 5 or 6 months away from the release. Then they'll aggressively market the film. They'll also leverage past films for a bit of marketing drive as well. Now look, as we highlighted during the prologue, they haven't released anything in the way of new footage or teaser trailers. Yeah, they just had what was a sizzle reel at a recent Comic-Con, but it was all recycled footage from old films, the way that they did with Avengers Endgame, where one of the trailers for Avengers Endgame was literally just clips from all the Marvel movies in the Infinity Saga. The titles all run down in a reel so you could see them all. And then we get some shots from Avengers Endgame. They want to try to leverage all of the purchase power of the films they've put out during the Infinity Saga and now for the Multiverse Saga, which arguably is going to be much harder because they haven't had the same amount of hits with some of their films. Still, they want to use that to try to draw interest. Hey, did you like Fantastic Four? Hey, did you like the Thunderbolts New Avengers? Hey, did you see Shang-Chi or Wakanda Forever? This is what it's all culminating in. Now, 5 to 6 months out, again, if this roadmap is correct, and there's no reason not to believe it isn't, and we'll talk about that in a second here, but if this roadmap's correct, that means the first trailer for Avengers Doomsday is not dropping until June or July of next year. Now, between now and then, Disney has a huge release schedule. And no, look, I know they have an Avatar ride at one of the Disney theme parks, but Avatar is not Disney. But what they do have is Mandalorian and Grogu coming out in May, and then Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out in July. Both of those films need their own dedicated marketing time and space in the zeitgeist without being overshadowed by Avengers Doomsday. Obviously, there's already some inherent crossover with Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. Outside of the fact that Day is in the title, people going to see Spider-Man 4 are definitely going to see Avengers 5. There's no question about that. But as far as Mandalorian and Grogu, that's going to have its own cycle earlier in the year, and that's why the plausibility of us getting a trailer for Avengers Doomsday, say at the Super Bowl, seems very, very unlikely. Although they've had a lot of success with that date in the past, obviously for Deadpool and Wolverine, and then before that, Avengers Endgame, that's when those movies were coming out in May and July, not in December of that year. So, most likely, we do not get the Avengers Doomsday trailer till they show first look footage at San Diego Comic-Con Hall H in 2026, which would be right at the end of July and right as Spider-Man Brand New Day is actually hitting theaters. That's plausible. We could also see them releasing that trailer immediately after they show it as an exclusive at San Diego Comic-Con, and so they can attach it to Spider-Man Brand New Day while it's in theaters. Also very plausible. If it's a full 6 months out, that puts it in June, about a month or two out from Spider-Man Brand New Day, but after Mandalorian and Grogu, also plausible, so that A, they can start to drive the hype for Doomsday, but also probably try to raise the box office for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And if you haven't been keeping up with those trailer rumors, sources are indicating we're getting that trailer before the end of the year, maybe in December, so they can attach it to Avatar, which would make sense. One of the biggest box offices between now and when Spider-Man drops, outside of the Odyssey. And for all of these reasons, on top of this roadmap offered from Cryptic Quality HD, it doesn't feel like we're going to be getting that Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer or actual footage anytime soon. And why would they? Look, that Chaircast announcement was designed exactly to do what it did. Hey, we can make you watch Chairs for 4 hours, get hundreds of millions of views on it, and do it for relatively $0. That is the marketing for Avengers Doomsday, sitting on the shoulders of the billions of dollars Disney and Marvel have already put into the Avengers franchise, and the hundreds of millions that they've paid top actors like Robert Downey Jr. and the Russos to direct. Speaking of which, they can take to social media like they did earlier this week, post a blurry photo of Reed Richards' chalkboard with God knows what theories on it, and everybody on YouTube in our little corner of YouTube immediately does a video breaking it down. That costs Marvel $0. The interest in the Avengers franchise is already there, and they can capitalize on that continually like they already have this year to keep it at the forefront of conversation without doing any sort of traditional marketing or traditional marketing campaign. So when you take all of that into account, on top of the fact that they're going to market Mandalorian and Grogu and Spider-Man Brand New Day between now and when they drop an Avengers Doomsday trailer, well, sadly guys, we're going to be waiting a while for official footage. Now that said, the other part of this is we're going to be getting a ton of small teases along the way, like the social media posts and the behind the scenes stuff and the small stuff at merchandising conferences. And really what this all sadly means is that our first official look at some very important plot points or artifacts in the film are going to come from leaked toy designs around February or April of next year, when we start seeing Hasbro's look forward, when we start seeing the preview of Funko Pops for 2026. Those are going to be all our first look at characters. Oh, Funko Pop for Clea, but yet we don't have a trailer, but now we know Clea is in the film. That's how it always goes, because they need plenty of lead up time to make those toys. Unfortunately, we've had a saying since literally 2018, it's always the toys. And some of you may not remember, but the first look we got at the Stark Tech Infinity Gauntlet, letting us know that they were going to get the stones and that Stark would make a gauntlet for them, was because the toy was on a shelf at a Tennessee Walmart like 3 weeks before it was supposed to be. It came in a shipment, they put it on the shelf, and then we're all staring at the Stark Tech Infinity Gauntlet, because that's how it goes. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, what you think about any and all of this. Quick reminder, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That enters you for the giveaways. Make sure to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on to keep up with the videos. Make sure to smash the like button if you like the video. And I say all of this at the end of every video, but guys, now more than ever, because YouTube's algorithm is all over the place right now, I have no idea what's going on, nor can I do anything about it. But hey, if you like the videos, let us know, let the channel know, let YouTube know. I really appreciate it. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. Find me on all other platforms with original music under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks to those of you who already have. Also, thank you for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.